I don't want to refer to my stock record. Fortunately, I have been in companies where I have been forbidden from buying stocks. So no one knows how good I can be at it. Okay, well, with that, I think we have to get to the very important discussion with two electrical company makers. The ongoing heat wave in central and north India is likely to continue for the next 24 hours. We are told that it will peak off by end of May 28. That's today. That's what the Met Department said. But more generally, is the summer likely to boost air conditioner sales? Fortunately, the summer will continue in Delhi and in northern India, maybe up until even mid-July. And therefore, as the lockdown eases, there is still some space for AC sales, or is there? We've got two guests to answer that. B. Tyagarajan, Managing Director, Blue Star, and Anuj Podar, Executive Director, Bajaj Electricals. Gentlemen, good morning and thank you very much for joining us. To you, Mr. Tyagarajan, first, have sales really started? I mean, it obviously relaxations are there in a lot of midtown, that is tier 2 cities. Have you already seen the onset of demand, and do you expect it to be better as the relaxation area increases?
Good morning, Lata. Thank you for having me in your show. Yes, I'm very happy. For the past 2 weeks, the sales have been good. Quite a few markets are opened. We are present in about 6,000 stores. As of now, 3,500 stores are open. Of course, there are odd even up to 2 p.m. Some shops are open. Some shops are open alternate days. But the good news is the demand is excellent. But having said that, I don't think we can make up for what was lost in the month of April. But we look forward to partially making it up in this month as well as next month. The analogy of this running train is true. The summer is going to go away. We are all rushing to catch up on that.
Okay. Let me get the initial thoughts from Mr. Anuj Podar as well. What has been your experience, Mr. Podar? How many of your retail outlets are open, and what's been the demand?
Morning, Lata. Our experience right now is we started selling around 4th May, just after that lockdown is lifted, but it has progressively lifted, or the sales, values have gone up over the last 2 weeks. If I talk more geographically in terms of districts, about 80% of districts is where we're seeing the activity pick up. So 20% is yet nil, but of the 80% also, about 20% is actually fully active. I'm talking at a district level, but 60% is in different levels of, activity or volumes and opening up of stores. Just in terms of products, I wanted to clarify, we are not into air conditioners, but we are into fans and coolers, and fans in particular have been the driving products for us right now and have seen a good sales volume and sales values for us.
Okay. Anuj, hi, good morning. With this lockdown, the one thing that people are trying to do is make their lives a bit more easier as they stay cooped up at home without staff to help them. So, you are into a lot of these products, whether it's electric cookers, home comfort products as well. You spoke about air coolers, room heaters, but food preparation products like mixer grinders, food processors. Are you seeing a shift in consumer preferences towards some of these products? And if yes, which are the segments that are seeing the highest amount of demand right now?
So good question, Sonia. Firstly, fans, as I just repeat, is seeing the highest sales for us. I think that is aided by the season right now, heat and summer. But the kitchen appliances actually are doing fairly well for us, or actually really well for us. I was just listening into the previous conversation of the gentleman from Kotak, and he spoke about consumer discretionary. But I think fortunately for us, I don't believe we are in the discretionary segment. We are in the very low ticket price, very essential products. As I always tell our teams, if a person's cooker or toaster or iron or bulb or fan is not working, they don't wait and they don't postpone those purchases. More specifically to your question, I think the lockdown in a way has brought back the love of cooking. More and more people are engaged in eating at home, cooking meals together as a family exercise, not necessarily relying on staff to do that, but doing it by themselves. And I think that bodes well for the level of engagement of that people have with the cooking appliances. And we are seeing some traction of that already in our sales, where kitchen appliances closely follow the fans and are doing fairly well for us. But to just, it's since the market is not fully open yet, it's too early to draw statistical comparisons because I think that's not a fair sample size yet. But in general, I think the trend line should be good for this product category.
Okay, well, some people are entering the kitchen because of the love for cooking. Some people are entering the kitchen because of the need for cooking, right? I mean, you don't have any staff, you don't have a choice, you have to go out there and cook. But I wanted to flip this question over to Mr. Thiagarajan. Mr. Thiagarajan, I know Lata agrees with me on this point that there is a need for cooking, that's why you have to enter the kitchen. We'll talk about that, but Mr. Thiagarajan, you also supply central air conditioning, commercial refrigeration and cold storages. Has that market been hit because of what we've seen? The hospitality industry, the restaurant industry has come to a complete standstill. So has that pocket gotten hit, or is there some demand even there?
I'll explain that. Before that, because people are working from home, the sales that are taking place, we are finding it is a second air conditioner or portable air conditioners. Surprisingly, portable air conditioners are sold in large numbers. So therefore, I think because of the lockdown, the consumption of air conditioners are also going up. Now, coming to central air conditioning, it is too early to state that because roughly around 20% of the sites only are open. The other sites are not. We are having huge pending orders. It's around 2,800 crores. We are doing a credit risk assessment again because cash flows are important there. It's a stress sector. But the fantastic news is the cold storages or the healthcare refrigeration for vaccines as well as pharmaceutical as well as processed food, that is doing extremely well. Our factories were allowed to operate during that period also, and we continue to see surge in demand for such products which are meant for healthcare food processing.
Oh, okay, that's good to hear. I first want to second what Sonia said, that it's more the need for cooking. And Mr. Podar, I must tell you that your better half will agree with us more than with you. But I also wanted to know whether you are seeing any consumer downtrading. Are people preferring lower value products? Is that a trend at all, Mr. Podar?
So I can only share that anecdotally at this stage because, again, as I said, sample size is not, comparable right now.
Sure.
But I would be, I would completely expect that there is a certain amount of downtrading happening. In our case, unlike FMCG, it's not about packet sizes, etc. But I think if I look at, range of fans or other appliances, etc., I think people would be probably going for one notch lower in terms of a premium versus a not premium, price point product. Yeah.
Okay.
Just one other insight I wanted to bring in on the earlier question that Sonia raised also. We are interestingly seeing a little change of behavior on the B2B or the commercial side also, where most offices commercial spaces have been air conditioned. We are seeing a certain uptick in requests for fans and other kind of cooling products in the commercial spaces, which traditionally have not been that high. Whether that's because of a perception of higher ventilation or change in circulation thought process within these confined spaces, but we are definitely seeing higher institutional business and commercial interest for fan products of ours. Yeah.
That's an interesting observation. Now I want both of you gentlemen to tell me about supply side issues. Mr. Thiagarajan, any problems in terms of production, labor or supply chain, logistics, ability to receive and reach products?
Not at all. We are adequately stocked. If the sales are going to happen in this manner in June and some more stores open, I think the trade would have liquidated all their inventory. So it is going on well. So there is absolutely no problem in terms of supplies.
What do you think you will do this year in terms of capacity utilization or sales? Mr. Thiagarajan.
It will depend actually on how the full normalcy is going to get restored. As of now, my assumption is that the festival season will be normal and next summer season should be excellent. By then, some drug or vaccine should be available is my assumption. In that event, if you take production capacity utilization, something like 70% should be possible. Because for next summer, you will start stocking from February, March onwards.
Mr. Podar, supply side issues?
So, Lata, firstly, I want to headline the fact that if anything, I think we're all more concerned about demand side issues. We want the demand in the economy to pick up on the demand side. I think supply will find its way. Having said that, on the supply, again, I've always been more focused on the front end supply, which is the warehouse and the transport, which was more critical for us, and the factory and the production. And the reason for that is simple. I think every company or every industry has been sitting on stock. When the lockdown started towards the end of March, there is no company who was not sitting on inventory. So I think the more critical aspect for us was to get the warehouses and the physical movement going. That did take a while, but as we sit now, we have 21 warehouses across India, which all of them are operational, though with certain restrictions on timing and capacity of manpower that one is allowed to put in place. But I think we don't have a constraint that is moving fine. We're able to service all the demand that we require.
Okay. There is one pressing demand.
Yes.
There's one pressing demand. Any chance you will make an instant roti maker? It's a very personal.
I know. I know where that request is coming from, Lata, and I can understand. Commercial considerations aside, not really. Quite honestly, we've tried those products out, but
Sure.
there are some challenges. But I will arrange one for you.
No, thanks.
They do have a food processor. So if you're interested in a food processor, if it makes your life easier, but I know exactly where you're coming from. But Anuj, I have one last question for you from my side. You guys also supply solar energy rooftop solutions for houses, for commercial, schools, etc. Do you see demand picking up there? Because if you put up a solar energy solution system, it will reduce your operating expenditure, which is, I guess, the need of the hour, right? As the lockdown continues, are you seeing a demand pickup?
Theoretically you're right, Sonia, but I think there's a process, or I think there's a sequence of activities. I'm not sure if this falls a little more on the capex side. I think new projects, new capex, new installations, I think will come at a lag in terms of that part of the activity picking up. So I think the consumer side is picking up first, and on the B2B side, the existing projects or ongoing projects are picking up first. I think new projects will take some time.
Gentlemen, it was a pleasure speaking with you. Thank you very much. The pleasure was also because you are seeing demand recover. Of course, you would like it to recover even more. That was a pleasant conversation. We take a quick break. We are coming back with